Welcome back to Main Ingredient. We have just put the potatoes on the stove, boiled them, and now Jay is going to put them over here, strain them, cool them down, and then
Okay. It's been about 10 minutes, and as I mentioned on the first episode, when you work in the kitchen, always protect yourself.
right.
The handle might be hot. Grab a towel,
Okay.
bring it to the thing. We're gonna let them cool down for about 10 minutes because we're gonna come back to it and cut them up.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna have my roasting pan going right on the stove.
Okay.
Put some,
And
I would put about 2 cups of olive oil,
what did you put the temperature on?
medium.
Okay. And that's just so it won't stick, the fish won't stick or whatnot.
What happens is like it's a different technique of cooking.
Okay.
You don't get messy making that recipe because everything goes in one pan. So a lot of people don't know that you can put roasting pan right on the fire.
Yeah, I
and
didn't
cook
know
it.
that. I was gonna
So
ask.
we're gonna wait about maybe I would say a minute when you see
It's smoking.
when it starts smoking like this.
Okay.
We're gonna throw all peppers and onions,
Okay.
so you can tell it's very hot already. So we're gonna start with the onions. This is the noise you want to hear.
Okay.
Put your onions, your peppers, and you want to cook those vegetables for about, I would say, 10 minutes
Okay.
until everything gets nice and soft and all the flavors get together.
So you want them to get soft.
Okay, can you already smell this?
Mm-hmm.
The onion seasoning at the bottom, the peppers.
How long does it take normally for that?
I would say between 5 and 10 minutes to
Okay.
get them what you want.
Okay.
So while this is cooking, I'm gonna go into the fish.
Okay.
And what you want to do is season it from the outside and the inside. Salt.
Now, Jay, I see it's cut down the middle, and that was already done. Is that something you tell them to do?
Yeah. Usually when you go to fish market, they have different cuts of cutting fish. You can either have it fillet, have the head removed. You can have it cut really the way you want.
Okay.
But in this case, I just had it like fin removed, the tail, and that's about it. Cook the inside, all the guts are out.
Okay.
So as I say, you want to season the inside as well.
Yeah, I would have had the head
With salt and
removed.
pepper. I want to keep the head. So you want to season it real well on the outside, inside, black pepper. I usually get a mix of salt and pepper and mix them together.
Okay.
You get it on the inside, the outside. You want to go over there and stir a little bit of those vegetables for me
Okay.
so they don't stick at the bottom?
Should I turn it down or leave it?
Leave it. That's what you want.
Okay.
You want all the vegetables to really melt down and all those beautiful flavors to get mixed together.
It's so colorful.
Looking at my potatoes, they're cooling down. You can also run a little cold water on them since you have to cut them and add them to the roasting pan. How's
You
that
said
coming
put
along?
cold water on them, or do you have to, or you just can
Well-
let them sit? Or
Well, they'll be getting cold quicker if you do that.
oh, okay.
You keep going. It's about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Keep stirring. Meanwhile, I heated my oven at 400 degrees.
Okay.
You want to get your oven going about 15 minutes before you start putting it in there. So
Okay.
it's nice and hot. I have my garlic, and I had 4 strings of thyme
Okay.
mixed together. Garlic and thyme, it's the south right there. It's the Mediterranean. You cannot cook without those 2 things.
Okay.
So after about 10 minutes, what you want to do is add a half cup of white wine.
Oh wow.
Now, a lot of people don't know what a cup is.
Okay.
A cup of something is 8 ounces of any liquid. So
Okay,
at this
okay.
point, it's 4 ounces of white wine.
Okay.
See that? How everything's gonna, get to become a lovely dish.
It smells
almost like
good,
that.
just like this.
So after that, you want to grab your chicken stock. As I said, you can use a vegetable stock for vegetarian people.
Okay.
And at this point, what you want to do is turn it up to high
Turn it up to high.
to really reduce some of the liquid.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, I'm going to grab my potatoes. Now they're cold. See, you want them still kind of firm. You don't want them too soft. You don't want them to turn
Okay.
to mashed potatoes. So
Okay.
you just cut them in the middle.
Now, is there a certain way you need to cut those as well?
Yeah,
or-
we'll cut them just in 4.
Okay.
You don't want, I mean, if they're big potatoes, then, you know, you can just, they can't be too big. All the things are going to release flavors, you know. And
Okay.
you're going to see by the end it's going to be nice and crispy. So
Okay. Do you eat the tail like you eat the head, Jay?
that's correct. Bring my potatoes. Add them to my vegetables. So, you know, you get the vegetables, you get the starch. So it's not going to be, you know, it's going to be substantial. It's not going to be a light dish because you have the potatoes.
Okay.
You don't need any rice with that since you have the potatoes.
Okay. Can you make rice with this? Is that what you're
You
saying?
could eventually, but
Oh, okay. Or you're just saying you don't need to?
you don't need it because,
Okay.
you know, it's the summertime. You want something light.
Something like. So now, what are we waiting for the potatoes to do? Get soft? More?
No, you
Or-
don't want the potatoes to get soft because they're going
Oh.
in the oven.
Oh, okay.
So another maybe 2 minutes on the stove. I want my vegetables to get a little bit more soft
Okay.
and get a little bit more color to them.
Smells really good. I love the smell of onions.
And the garlic and all that good stuff. Okay, so after my vegetables had cooked for about 15 minutes on the
Okay.
stove, we're going to turn the stove off,
Okay.
place our 2 fish on top of
Right
the...
on top.
Right on top.
Okay.
This is what you want. You want the juice of the fish to get into the broth, the vegetable flavor to get into the fish. So as I said, it's a very simple recipe,
Okay.
very straightforward, but
Okay.
it's...
I would never eat that with the head on it, but
No?
I'll trust
Okay.
you, Jay.
I might remove the head from
No,
the
no,
dish
no,
because
no.
you don't like
I
it.
want to eat it authentic, the way it's
Okay.
supposed to be.
All right, let me grab a towel.
But any other time I would.
As I said, if you don't mind opening the middle oven for me. As I said, it's at 400 degrees,
Okay.
and I'm going to put that in the oven, I would say for about half an hour.
Okay.
Within 15 minutes though, what I want to do is go into the oven and get some of the juice and baste the fish
On
with
top,
it,
okay.
so it gets nice, you know, it stays nice and moist. All right. Put it-
Alrighty.
So after half an hour the fish been cooking, I'm going to turn the oven to broil. Take my fish and vegetables out. I'm turning it to broil now so it has time to get the broil going by the time I get back to it. Make sure I close my oven. Take my fish, I have a sheet pan there for it. Put it on the other pan, and what I'm going to do is put it in this pan, put it back under the broiler. So along with the fish, we'll take the potatoes and we'll put them right around the fish.
Okay.
They're going to go back into the broiler with the fish to get a little color into them.
Are we trying to get them a little softer?
Yeah, a little bit
or?
more caramelized. They cook through right now, but we want to get a little bit of that color
Okay.
on the potatoes too.
It smells real good though, Jay. So.
Thank you. I'll put it back in the oven under the broiler for, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes. You can check on it.
So we're gonna come right back, and you're gonna talk about the dessert. What is the dessert again? What's
Chocolate
it
pot de crème.
called? Chocolate
Pot de crème.
pot de crème.
It's in French. If you translate it in English, it's the little cream pot of chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it cute? It's a cute way of putting it, isn't it?
Okay. We'll be right back.